transform, that is for the sequence, given sequence f of k, z transform f of k we have defined to be infinite summation f of k z raised to minus k, where k varies from minus infinity to infinity for both sided sequence. If the sequence is one sided, then accordingly we can use the summation, we can split the summation. So with the help of this basic definition, we have discussed some standard z transforms, some standard theorems, and we have applied those theorems and standard z transforms to the given equation or the problem. Now with this definition, uh, this z transform will be exist only if or in the given region of convergence. Okay, that is very important. ROC is very important, in which the f of z will exist. Okay, so let us now extend the notion of z transform to its inverse, that is inverse z transform. So z transform is actually the conversion of signals in terms of sequence we have given. Okay, so the inverse z transform is the conversion of signals into the sequences. So inversely, if I apply inverse z transform onto a function of z, given function of z, then we will get a sequence of function f of k. That is what the main thing with the particular k, whether k is positive or negative or in both sides. So just like we have seen the formulas for a raised to k, a raised to k का z transform क्या है? What is z transform of a raised to k for k positive? Hmm?
Z by Z minus A.
Yeah, z by z minus a, है ना? K greater than or equal to 0. Similarly, for k negative, its z transform is z upon a minus z, isn't it? Accordingly, sine ak, cos ak, or hyperbolic sine hyperbolic cos ak. Okay, here the region of convergence is, I think mod z is greater than mod a, right? And here the region
Yes.
of convergence is mod z is less than mod a. For both of these sine and cos, mod z must be less than 1. If it is hyperbolic sine or hyperbolic cos ak, then the region of convergence is mod z must be greater. I think it is greater, na? Here it must be greater.
Yes.
So here, for hyperbolic functions, mod z must be greater than
Maximum.
maximum of e raised to mod of e raised to a and mod of e raised to minus a. Okay. So these standard formulas we have discussed along with the standard theorems, that is change of scale theorem, change of shifting theorems, multiplication by power of k, division by power of k, and convolution theorem. Even with the initial and final value theorems also we have discussed. So let us now apply all those theorems and examples to get the inverse Z transform, that is the original sequence. So let me brief those formulas for the inverse Z transform. Let me prepare a table. Suppose if I have the function like z upon z minus a, then we all know what is its inverse Z transform if I apply inverse Z transform onto this, because this is a Z transform.
Realistic.
Exactly, this is the Z transform of a raised to k for k positive. So if I apply inverse Z transform onto this function, then that will be a raised to k for k positive. Okay. So, but we are not going to write f of k as a raised to k. We are going to write this as a raised to k into u of k, where u of k is unit step function. We all know that. We have discussed even the definition of unit step function. How do we define u of k? Is it is 1 for k greater than 0, right? And it is 0 for k negative. Am I right? K greater than or equal to 0. You can check the definition of unit step function we have discussed. So if I multiply a raised to k by unit step function, then how do we get? We will get it to be a raised to k into 1. That is a raised to k for k greater than or equal to 0. And that is what we mean, isn't it? that inverse Z transform of this Z upon Z minus A is a raised to K for K greater than or equal to 0 and 0 otherwise. Is this clear? So multiplication by U raised to K will not affect the original uh, sequence of function. Sequence. Is the point clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So this is inverse Z transform in this positive region and inverse Z transform of Z upon Z minus A in the negative region will be minus of A raised to K. Minus of A raised to K. We can say minus of A raised to K into U of K also. That is also correct. Okay. So let me write the formula, table of formulas, first of all. So the first is function I'm writing f of z, suppose. Second is inverse z transform. Inverse z transform of f of z in the region mod z greater than mod a for k positive. And the next column is inverse z transform of f of z for the region of convergence mod z less than mod a and with k negative. So as we have discussed the first one, that is if f of z is z upon z minus a, then inverse z transform in this region will be a raised to k u of k, unit step function. And in this region, it will be minus of a raised to k.
Yes, sir.
The second formula is if the given function is z square upon z minus a the whole square, z minus a the whole square, then its inverse z transform will be k plus 1 a raised to k. We can write k plus 1 a raised to k into u of k also. And in this region, it will be minus of k plus 1 a raised to k. So there is a difference of ROCs, remember. In this is the ROC, and here, this is the ROC. So it's a matter of ROC only, in which ROC we are working. The next formula is z cube upon z minus a cube. So that will be 1 upon 2 factorial k plus 1 k plus 2 a raised to k u of k. Okay. And for negative, minus of 1 upon 2 factorial k plus 1 k plus 2 a raised to k. Okay. And so on. So can you generalize it for the n power? Can you generalize for the power n? That is z cube upon, sorry, z raised to n upon z minus a raised to n. Can you generalize it? You might be thinking how and why we are writing these formulas. How do we get this? So I'll tell you the explanation. Z minus a raised to n. So can you generalize this? It is equal to 1 upon n minus 1 factorial. You can check for 3, right? Into k plus 1, k plus 2. कहाँ तक जाना है ये प्रोडक्ट? Product goes to k plus n minus 1. Am I right? Into a raised to k. into a raised to k, and the negative will be in this region. The same quantity with the negative sign, that is minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial, k plus 1, k plus 2, and so on. The product goes to k plus n minus 1. ठीक है, क्योंकि आप देख सकते हो 3 के लिए हम कहां तक लेके जा रहे हैं, 2 तक ये प्रोडक्ट है ना, 3 minus 1 factorial. Right? The next one is formula number 5. For the function 1 upon z minus a, the inverse z transform is a raised to k minus 1 u of k minus 1, unit step function of k minus 1. How do we define u of k minus 1? U of k minus 1 will be same, but here the condition changes. K minus 1 is positive and 0 for k minus 1 is negative, right? So what does it mean? It means k is less than 1, and it means k is greater than 1, and this means k is less than 1. Okay? So accordingly we can change our unit step function. See, if you want to prove this, you can prove easily. Suppose for example, for the first one there proof is not needed, we already have discussed. For the second one, if I go from this side, because this is the z transform of this we're mentioning, right? So if we consider this as a function and if we obtain its z transform, we will get it to be this. Is the point clear? Hello? So that is why I'm writing all those formulas inversely. So how do I get the z transform of k plus 1 into a raised to k? I'm writing here, suppose if I want to get the z transform of k plus 1 into a raised to k, how do I write? I can write it as a z transform of k a raised to k plus a raised to k, right? And we all know that z transform is linear, so that will be z transform of k a raised to k plus z transform of a raised to k. And what is k here? K is given to be positive, right? Greater than or equal to 0. And we all know that what is the transform of a raised to k for k positive? It is z upon z minus a, right? And how do I find the z transform of this? With the help of multiplication by power of k theorem, right? Differentiation, that is nothing but minus z d dz of z transform of a raised to k, that is nothing but z upon z minus a, right? So when you simplify this, when we find the derivative and simplify, you will get it to be this z cube upon, sorry, not z cube, z square upon z minus a the whole square. Is the point clear to everyone? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So the same thing we can do for the formula number 3 by taking firstly k plus 2, by operating k plus 2 onto a raised to k, then k plus 1 onto the function, we can get the same formula. It's very easy. Okay. The next one is you can ask your doubts if any. Okay, what is the z transform of inverse z transform of 1 upon z minus a into this region mod z less than mod a? That will be minus of a raised to k minus 1 u of minus k, or let it be. Okay. Sixth one, z inverse z transform of 1 upon z minus a the whole square. So that will be k minus 1 a to the power k minus 2 u of k minus 2 in terms of unit step function. And in this region, it will be minus of k minus 1 a raised to k minus 2 u of minus k plus 1. ठीक है, and so on. Similarly, if we have this function given, that is z into z minus cos a upon z square minus 2z cos a plus 1. What is its inverse z transform? What do you think? Its inverse z transform will be? Hello? Cos. Cos of ak. And does its z transform exist in this region for k negative? Actually, when we have discussed this formula, we have discussed it only for k greater than or equal to 0. So there does not exist inverse z transform in the negative region, k negative, and mod z less than mod a. Remember, it does not exist. Even the inverse z transform of this function z sine a upon z square minus 2z cos a plus 1 will be sine of
Sine
a in the positive region only, in k greater than or equal to 0. That will not exist for k negative, and mod z less than mod a. No. So these are some basic important formulas for the inverse Z transform we can directly apply. So along with this, we have some standard methods also to apply to find the Z transform inversely, that is inverse Z transform. So there are different methods to obtain the inverse Z transform. Methods to find Z inverse or inverse Z transform. Namely, first one is power series method. Second one is partial fraction method. Third one is inversion integral method. So actually, out of these three methods, the first one we have discussed somewhere in the previous classes also. The third method is completely new to you, and even we are going to extend this third method in the last unit, complex variables. Okay, there we are going to discuss in detail about the inversion integral method, right? So here, let us start with the power series method to find the inverse Z transform. The first one is पावर सीरीज मेथड. आइडिया सबको क्लियर है ना कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं? हेलो, what we are discussing, is the point clear?
Yes,
What we
sir.
are trying to get? Yes, we're trying to get the original sequence from the given Z transform. Z transform will be given to us now. So in this power series method, by direct division, I'm writing here, by direct division, since Z transform of fz is f of k, I'm writing into this, since Z transform actually inverse Z transform of f of z is f of k within ROC region of convergence. We can express fz as a series. We can express fz as a series in powers of z by actual division. Okay, I mean, if the f of z is given as a rational function like this, if f of z is of the form p of z upon q of z, then what we do? We divide p of z actually by q of z, isn't it? And we will try to write f of z in terms of powers of z by actual division. So we will get infinite terms in that expansion, in that division, and that is nothing but the power series method. If you recall the definition of Z transform, it is actually the power series. This is called a power series. Is this clear? So what we are trying to get, we are trying to expand the given function f of z in some powers of z, and from that, in reverse engineering, we are trying to get the original function f of k by comparing simply. So for that purpose, I have the two cases. Case 1, if the ROC is mod z less than R is anything, and case 2, if the ROC is mod z greater than R. That is simply in the interior of the circle and in the exterior of the circle. So first of all, we focus on the given ROC. The given Z transform fz is given in what ROC, we focus on that. So here, suppose the first case is mod z is less than R. We will try to write something less than 1. So how do I write the mod is less than 1? I'll have to divide R by R on both sides, right? Hello? To get less than 1, I'll have to divide both sides by R. So what will I get then? Mod of Z by R is less than 1. Am I right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Huh. So here I'll get mod of Z by R is less than 1. And we all know that if mod of common ratio is less than 1, in that region the series convergent, right? So the given f of z will be convergent in this region only, where mod of, or where the common ratio is. So here we obtain the power series in z which converges in the same region, that is mod of z by R less than 1. As f of z by beginning in the division with the lowest powers of z in the denominator, the coefficient of z raised to k is identified as f of k. So here, let me explain by example only. You might not be getting what I'm trying to say. So for example, if I take f of z to be z upon z minus a, with ROC suppose mod z less than say mod a. Okay, so that is what this ROC, right? The given ROC is mod z. What is R? R is mod a. So what I'll do, I will write from the given ROC. I'll focus on the ROC first, and from the given ROC, I'll try to write something less than 1. So what is less than 1 here? Can you tell me what is less than 1 from the given ROC? That will be, yes. What I'll have to do to get that inequality less than 1? I'll have to divide both sides by mod a, right? So what
Yes.
I'll get here? Mod of z by a less than 1. Is this point clear? Is the first step clear to everyone? Mod of z by a, how I'm writing? From the given ROC only. If I divide, okay, let me explain again. Just a minute. See here, what we have given here, mod of z is less than mod a. If I divide both sides by mod a, what I'll get? And on the left hand side, I can club the mod sign, that is mod of z by a, and on the right hand side, mod a it's getting cancelled with mod a, so that will be 1 there. Is this clear? So here mod of z by a is less than 1. So what I'll do, I'll try to write the given f of z in terms of z by a. So here f of z is z upon z minus a. So to get z by a, what I'll do, I'll take a common from the denominator. You can see here, when I take a common from the denominator, or in fact, if I take minus a common from the denominator, then inside what I'll have, 1 minus z by a. Hello? Is this okay to everyone? Hello? By taking minus a common from the denominator.
Yes, sir.
So you can see here that minus a, or that a will be in the numerator, that will be of the form z by a upon 1 minus z by a. So wherever z, I'm having z by a there now. So for this, therefore, I can write this as a f of z is equal to, if I write like this, minus z by a into 1 upon 1 minus z by a, then that will be of the form. And remember here the mod of r, here the ROC is mod of z by a is less than 1. So of course this z transform exists there. We have ROC now. We are not trying to find out. Okay, we have ROC with us. And in that ROC only, we are doing these calculations. So that is equal to minus z by a. And what is, how do I write 1 upon 1 minus p? I have the infinite expansion. 1 plus p square plus p cube plus and so on. Am I right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So when I multiply by minus z by a inside, what I'll get, minus z by a minus z square by a square minus z cube by a cube minus and so on. Can you guess the kth term? This is the first term. This is the first term, second term. Can you guess the kth term? Because I'm trying to get f of k, right? F of k. So f of k will be the coefficient of kth term. Hello. So can you guess the kth term? What will be the kth term here? That will be something minus z raised to k upon a raised to k. Am I right? Kth term minus and so on. Hello. This is the first term. This is second term, third term. On the basis of that, I'm trying to write kth term. Is this clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So, as we know that, let me write the definition of Z transform only. That is Z transform of f of k क्या होता है? It is infinite summation f of k z raised to minus k. तो अगर मैं, what is f of k? What is this f of k? ये जो actually this is in general representation of the series, right? f of k z raised to minus k. तो f of k है क्या कि z raised to minus k का कोएफिशिएंट है, right? At kth position. Am I right? What is f of k? F of k is the coefficient of z raised to minus k. ये बात क्लियर है सबको? At kth position. हेलो, ये थोड़ा सा पॉइंट इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसको समझ लो. इफ यू आर नॉट गेटिंग दिस, प्लीज आस्क. इज दिस पॉइंट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
दैट एक्चुअली एफ ऑफ के, सी, अगर ये भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो इसको हम स्प्लिट करते हैं. चलो, सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल 0 to infinity है, तो इसको, ये सम को हम स्प्लिट कैसे करेंगे? एट 0 दैट विल बी f of 0 z raised to minus 0 plus at 1 f of 1 z raised to minus 1 plus at 2 f of 2 z raised to minus 2. What will be at k? That will be f of k z raised to minus k plus and so on, because it is infinite summation. Is the point clear? So what is our f of k? This f of k will appear at kth position in the coefficient of z raised to minus k. That is what I'm trying to say. Is this clear now?
Yes, sir.
So with this logic, what we have tried here, we have written the given f of z in terms of infinite terms, and then how do I extract my required f of k? That will be just coefficient of z raised to minus k. Hello. You can see here f of k is coefficient of z raised to minus k. Do I have the z raised to minus k term there in this? Do I have z raised to minus k term? Hello? I don't actually. I don't have z raised to minus k term in the expansion. I have all the powers of z to be positive. Can you see here? All the powers are positive. And I want the powers in negatives, z raised to minus k. Right? क्योंकि z raised to minus k का कोएफिशिएंट जो होता है वो मेरा रिक्वायर्ड f of k होता है. So how do I get it? What I'll do, I'll first get f of that is coefficient of z raised to plus k, and then I'll replace k by minus k to get the required coefficient, right? So here, therefore, coefficient of z raised to k is, what is coefficient of z raised to k? Can you tell me the coefficient of z raised to k in this expansion? What is the coefficient of z raised to k in this expansion? Z raised to k का coefficient है क्या? Yes, anybody there?
1 upon f of k.
No. What is f of k here? F of k is a raised to k. इसमें पूछ रहा हूं मैं, इसमें इस expansion में what is the coefficient of z raised to k? That is minus 1 by a raised to minus 1 by a raised to k. क्योंकि z to the power k का coefficient is minus 1 by a to the power k, right? But मेरा required f of k होता क्या है? ये किसका coefficient होता है? z raised to minus k का. मुझे क्या मिला? z raised to plus k का coefficient. So how do I get the required f of k? By replacing k by minus k. Is the point clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So here, coefficient of z raised to plus k is minus 1 by a raised to k, where k varies from where to where? K will vary from, you can see here, we have to vary k such that we should get each term in the expansion. So you can see here, if I take k from 0, k greater than or equal to 0 if I write, then I'll have to include 0, right? And at k equal to 0, a raised to 0 is 1. So is the first coefficient minus 1? Is the first coefficient minus 1? First coefficient is minus 1 by a, right?
Yes.
So to get minus 1 by a, I'll have to vary k from 1 to infinity, right?
Yes.
So that at k equal to 1, I'll get first coefficient, that is minus 1 by a. At k equal to 2, I'll get the second coefficient, that is minus 1 by a square, and so on. Is this point clear? So that is why k is greater than 0 here. And when I replace k by minus k, therefore replace k by minus k. See why I'm replacing k by minus k? That should be clear. Huh? I have discussed already that f of k, required f of k, you can see here. Can you see? Hello? Can you see this? The required f of k is the coefficient of z raised to minus k. एंड हमें मिला क्या है? z raised to प्लस k का कोएफिशिएंट मिला है. हमें चाहिए z raised to minus k का. So to get the required coefficient, what we are doing? We are replacing k by minus k. So therefore, by replacing k by minus k, what I'll get? The required f of k, and that is equals to what? Minus 1 upon a to the power minus k, where minus k is greater than 0. जहां जहां k होगा वहां वहां आपको रिप्लेस करना पड़ेगा. तो कैसे होगा फिर f of k? f of k is equal to minus a raised to minus k को मैं अगर न्यूमरेटर में लेता हूं तो that will be a raised to plus k. And here by multiplying both sides of inequality by minus 1, k will be less than ना, less than 0 हो जाएगा ना वो. Am I right? Inequality
Yes,
gets
sir.
reversed when I multiply. So this is your required inverse Z transform. This is your required inverse Z transform. We have started with the f of z to be z upon z minus a. That is what we have given. You can see here. Z upon z minus a. हम सबको मालूम था कि ये किसका z ट्रांसफॉर्म है? This is the z transform of a raised to k, right? But as the ROC is given to be less, there k must be negative. That we all know. Am I right?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
So inversely, we have calculated the inverse Z transform, and that is minus of a raised to k for k negative.
Sir, here we replaced k with minus k in the above formula, na? The one which is there in the box.
No,
In
that is for the
function.
reference. We are not replacing in that. That is for the reference actually. What is the reference there? This is actually the definition of Z transform. That is Z transform of f
Right.
of k is infinite summation f of k z raised to minus k. And if I open that sum, how it looks like? It will be like f of 0 z raised to 0. See, for the purpose of understanding, I have considered from 0 to infinity. Okay. The actual sum is from minus infinity to infinity.
Infinity.
Is
Yes.
this clear? So
Yes.
when we split the summation from 0 to infinity, when I write the terms, actual terms of the series, I'll get the kth term to be f of k z raised to minus k plus and so on. Am I right?
Yeah.
F of
So
k z raised
basically,
to
the
minus k. And
replacement will not make any change in this main function, this Z transform function.
no, 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 no. Why we are replacing? That should be clear. Why we are replacing? Because in the actual expansion, this is our actual expansion,
Coefficient
right?
is of Z raised to minus k.
Exactly, exactly. The coefficient is of z raised to minus k. But if you look at this, here all the powers of z are positive. So we are actually getting coefficient of z raised to plus k, but we want the coefficient of z raised to minus k. That is why we are replacing k by minus k.
Yeah.
Is the
Okay,
point
sir.
clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if this point is clear, then the next second case will be clear definitely. Let me write that case also. That is for the greater condition. Case 2. You can ask your doubts related to the first case also, if any. So case 2. What the case 2 says? If mod z is greater than r. Now tell me, what will be less than r1 then? How do I write something less than 1 here? If mod z is greater than r. I want, always remember, I want less than 1 quantity. So what will be here in mod? I'll have to divide both sides by mod z, right? Am I right? If I divide both sides by mod z, then what I'll get? I'll get it to be mod of r by z less than 1. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So here you can see in this only the power of z is negative, isn't it? Because this I can write it as a rz raised to minus 1 less than 1. So here itself power of z is negative. So it means what? In the expansion of f of z, we will get all the powers of z to be negative. And in previous case, you can see here, in previous case, the power of z of was, that is positive, right? Mod of z raised to 1 na, upon r. So power of z is positive. So that is why we are getting all the powers of z to be positive there in the expansion. Is the point clear? तो यहीं से आपको पता चलेगा कि मुझे कौन सा पावर मिलने वाला है, नेगेटिव या पॉजिटिव. दैट डिपेंड्स ऑन ROC ओनली. So here what I'll get, all the powers of z to be negative, and that is what I wanted actually. So once I have the powers of z to be negative, the at kth position, coefficient of z raised to minus k to be my required f of k. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So let us do the same thing for the last question, last example, that is for f of z to be z upon z minus a in the ROC mod z greater than mod a. We all know that what is or ये किसका z transform है in this region. We all know. So let us prove it now inversely. So since mod of z, see what will be the answer? Can you guess what should be the inverse z transform? ये किसका z transform है in this ROC? If you recall the formula, then this is a z transform of a raised to k for k greater than or equal to 0. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right? So we know the answer also. This should be our answer inversely. So let us prove now. And let us check whether it will be a raised to k in k greater than or equal to 0 or not. So since we all know that we have given mod of z is greater than mod a. So what less than 1? Therefore that implies mod of a by z is less than 1. Right? So what I'll do, I'll try to write the given f of z in terms of a by z. So let us take now. Fz is given to be z upon z minus a. So to get a by z term, what I'll have to do? I'll have to take z common from the denominator, right? 1 minus a by z there. Z will get cancelled. What I'll get here? 1 upon 1 minus a by z. Is this clear? Is this step clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, any question? Okay, so let us expand it now. So what my f of z will be? Expansion is 1 plus p square. Can you see here all the powers of z to be negative? Can you see? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So can you guess the coefficient of z raised to k then at kth position? This is 0th position, right? Here I can write it as a 1 को मैं कैसे लिख सकता हूँ? I can write 1 to be a raised to 0 upon z raised to 0. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
So this is 0th position, this is 1th position, this is 2nd, and so on up to kth position. Isn't it? So what will be coefficient of z raised to minus k? Therefore, coefficient of z raised to minus k will be my required f of k. And that is equals to what? Yes? What is coefficient of z raised to minus k here?
A to the power k.
That will be a to the power k. And k varies from where to where? What is the condition on k? K should be positive or negative? See, how do I write the condition on k? That depends on the coefficient actually. If I write greater than 0, then 0 is not included, isn't it? So I cannot take a raised to 0, but a raised to 0 is there, isn't it? So I'll have to include it. Now you can check for a k equal to 0, that will be a raised to 0, that is my first coefficient. For k equal to 1, that is a raised to 1, that is my second coefficient, and so on. Is this clear? So the required answer inverse Z transform is a raised to plus k for k greater than or equal to 0. Do I need to replace k by minus k here? Hello?
No.
No, because already the coefficient of z, already the powers of z are negative here. Can you see the powers of z are negative? Because most of you might be thinking that z powers of z are positive here, but remember z is there in the denominator. If I take it to the numerator, it will become, the power becomes negative. I hope the point is clear, and both the cases also. You can ask your doubts if any. And this is all about the first method, power series method. Yes?
सर
Yeah, please.
सर ते केस वन माझ्याकडनं मिस झाले सर. ते केस वन मध्ये काय करायचं आपण?
Case 1, see here. Case 1 means if the ROC is mod z less than 1, then we try to write something less than 1. Sorry, if ROC is mod z less than r, then we try to write less than 1. So for that purpose, we divide both sides by r. So what I'll get? Mod of z by r less than 1, right? So I'll try to write the given f of z in terms of z by r. जो मॉड के अंदर है उसके टर्म में f of z को लिखूंगा मैं, ठीक है. And once I write that, I'll get the term for the expansion. You can see here I have written f of z in terms of z upon a. So once I write, I can expand it like this. See here 1 upon 1 minus z by a को मैंने ऐसे expand किया, and I can see here in the expansion, when I multiply by minus z by a inside, in the expansion all the powers of z are positive, right? Hello, am I
Yes,
right?
sir.
All the powers of z are positive, but we need the powers of z to be negative. You can see here, this is what the reference I have given of the definition of z transform. In the definition of z transform, it is infinite summation of f of k z raised to minus k. And when I expand it, f of k is the coefficient of z raised to minus k at kth position. Z raised to minus k का coefficient है f of k, है ना? But here we are getting the coefficient of z raised to plus k. तो z raised to plus k का कोएफिशिएंट अगर मुझे मिल रहा है, तो z raised to minus k का कैसे मिलेगा? जो मिलेगा उसमें मैं k को माइनस k से रिप्लेस करूंगा. Am I right? हेलो, तो मुझे यहां से क्या मिला? z raised to plus k का कोएफिशिएंट मिला, बट मुझे चाहिए z raised to minus k का कोएफिशिएंट. फॉर दैट पर्पस आई हैव रिप्लेस्ड k by minus k everywhere. Is the point clear now? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Good. So let us discuss few examples based on this. First, power series method. First example, write down. Find inverse Z transform. Find inverse Z transform of 1 upon Z minus A. For mod Z less than mod A and mod Z greater than mod A. दोनों केसेस दिए इसमें. तो कैसे करेंगे हम? वही जो हमने लास्ट एग्जांपल में किया, सेम थिंग. We will start with the ROC, given ROC. So for suppose if I take mod Z less than mod A, then how do I write less than 1? That will be mod of Z by A less than 1, right? So let f of Z to be 1 upon Z minus A. So how do I write in terms of Z by A? I'll have to take A common, minus A in fact, minus 1 by A into 1 upon 1 minus Z by A. Is this clear? So that is minus 1 by A into, in the expansion, 1 plus Z by A plus Z by A the whole square, that is Z square by A square plus and so on. So that is equals to minus 1 by A minus z by a square minus z cube by a cube minus and so on. Can you guess the kth term? This is z raised to 0, z raised to 1, z raised to, oh sorry, it must be 2 here, no? Z raised to 2, z raised to 3. तो kth term suppose z raised to k upon क्या होगा, a raised to k plus 1 होगा ना? हेलो, यस और नो? I'm multiplying by minus 1 by, hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So what is the coefficient of z raised to plus k here? Coefficient of z raised to plus k is minus 1 upon a raised to k plus 1.
K plus 1.
And k varies from where to where? K must varies from 0, na? K greater than or equal to 0. Because to get 1 upon a, if for k equal to 0, what will be the first coefficient? 1 upon a. For k equal to 1, the second coefficient is minus 1 upon a square and so on. Am I right? But what we need? We need the coefficient of z raised to minus k. Therefore, coefficient of z raised to minus k, that is our required f of k, and that is equal to what? Minus 1 upon a raised to minus k plus 1 for minus k greater than or equal to 0. तो कैसे लिखूंगा मैं? Therefore, f of k equals to minus 1 upon a raised to minus k plus 1 for k less than 0. सही है ना? देख लो एक बार, k लेस देन 0 मतलब माइनस 1 माइनस 2. आप देख लो, फॉर k इक्वल टू माइनस 1 के लिए आपका फर्स्ट कोएफिशिएंट आ रहा है क्या? फॉर k इक्वल टू माइनस 1 नहीं आ रहा है ना? हेलो, नहीं आ रहा है ना?
Minus 1 by a. Oh, नहीं आ रही.
k को रिप्लेस किया हमने माइनस k से, सो माइनस k प्लस 1. कहीं गलत कर दिया क्या कुछ? 1 बाय a स्क्वायर a क्यूब. z रेस टू k का कोएफिशिएंट है माइनस 1 बाय a रेस टू k प्लस 1 ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू 0. ये तो सही है. z रेस टू माइनस k का होगा f ऑफ k, दैट इज माइनस 1 बाय a रेस टू माइनस k प्लस 1 और माइनस k ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू 0, दैट इज k स्ट्रिक्टली लेस देन.
Equal to का साइन होगा ना सर?
इक्वल टू का साइन होगा क्या? शायद यहाँ इक्वल टू का साइन आना चाहिए, है ना?
हाँ, yes sir.
तो अगर माइनस,
जीरो पे फर्स्ट कोएफिशिएंट मिल रहा है ना, माइनस
हाँ
1 पे सेकंड मिल रहा है.
सॉरी, 0 का
सिर्फ कोएफिशिएंट्स मिल रहे हैं, मतलब 0 से स्टार्ट किया है तो.
हाँ, right. और
नहीं.
वैसे भी like after changing the inequality equal sign को फर्क तो नहीं पड़ता ना, that remains the same.
नहीं, लेकिन अगर मैं उसी उसके अकॉर्डिंगली के वैरी करता हूं तो मुझे हर एक टर्म मिलना चाहिए ना. तो फॉर k इक्वल टू 0 आई एम गेटिंग माइनस 1 बाय a, बट for k equal to 1 do I get minus 1 by, हाँ k equal to minus 1 के लिए फिर अभी
हम
minus
माइनस
1 by,
1/a² मिल रहा है।
actually you are not
तो सही
clearly
है सर,
audible।
मिल रहा है तो।
अभी मिल रहा है ना, k is less than or equal to 0 के लिए मिल रहा
हाँ
है।
सर, मिल रहा है।
Yes, yes, exactly. So this is what the required answer for mod z less than mod a। अभी आप दूसरे केस के लिए चेक करो एक बार, mod z greater than mod a के लिए चेक करो and tell me the final answer। Everyone do that and write your answer in chat box, and by the time you can ask your doubts। अगर किसी को फिर अभी अभी भी डाउट है तो प्लीज पूछ लो। फॉर mod z greater than mod a, I hope everyone is doing। Come on fast, what is the final answer? No one has replied yet। Arya, I hope I'm audible clearly now।
Yes, sir, yes.
हो गया? किसी का हो गया तो बता सकता है। Yes, anybody there? इतना तो डिफिकल्ट नहीं है, ये आप लोग करना नहीं चाहते। खैर छोड़ो। फॉर mod z ग्रेटर देन
So
mod, हाँ हाँ,
minus a to the power k और k greater than or equals to 0,
माइनस a to the power k for k
greater than or equals to 0।
k greater than or equal to 0। बाकी के लोग चेक करो, इज इट द राइट आंसर? because actually I have different.
-1 आएगा ना सर, e to the power, yeah,
A raised to minus of k minus 1 for k greater than 0. Exactly, I have the same answer. Meenakshi.
yes sir, even I got the same answer.
Who was that? Jay? Are you?
Sir, I will check it again. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just check your calculations. Other people also, please do reply. Whether Jay is correct or Meenakshi. Or even for this k strictly greater than 0, we can write it as a k greater than or equal to 1 also. That is also correct. क्योंकि हमें 1 इंक्लूड चाहिए है ना, तो हम 1 से भी स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं इंक्लूडिंग. सो वी कैन राइट a to the power k minus 1 for k greater than or equal to 1. ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं उसको. Is it okay, Jay? Or should I solve?
सर एक बार आप बता दो.
Okay. देख लो सभी लोग जिसको भी डाउट हो. For mod z greater than mod a, right? What will be less than 1? That will be mod of a by z less than 1. Isn't it? Mod of a by z. So we will try to write the given f of z in terms of a by z. We have given f of z to be 1 upon z minus a. So that I can write it as a by taking z common. By taking z common, that will be 1 upon 1 z into 1 minus a by z. Isn't it? So that is equals to 1 upon z into 1 upon 1 minus a by z का expansion क्या होगा? That will be 1 plus a by z plus a square by z square plus and so on. So by multiplying 1 by z inside, 1 by z plus a by z square plus and so or third term is a square by z cube plus and so on. This is a raised to 0, right? A raised to 0 upon z raised to 1. तो z raised to 1 है, z raised to 2 है, z raised to 3 है, तो z raised to k का क्या होगा? a raised to k minus 1 plus and so on. Am I right? So what is the coefficient of z raised to minus k here? Therefore, coefficient of z raised to minus k is, it is equals to, let us say f of k, and that is what? A raised to k minus 1, where k varies from, k कहां से कहां vary हो रहा है? K is vary from k equal to 1. तो k greater than or equal to 1 we can write. Is this clear, Jay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take the next one. 1 upon z minus a the whole square. In the ROC mod z less than mod a. करो एक बार इसको. तो कैसे करेंगे? We start with the given ROC mod z less than mod a. का मतलब क्या है? It means mod of z by a less than 1. So what we do, we try to write the given f of z in terms of z by a. Therefore f of z will be, मुझे z by a चाहिए तो मुझे माइनस a को कॉमन लेना पड़ेगा. So when I take minus a common, outside it will be minus a का square, that will be plus a square. 1 by a square in the bracket, 1 upon 1 minus z by a the whole square. Am I right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So f of z will be 1 by a square into 1 minus a by z, no? Z by, sorry. 1 minus z by a raised to minus 2. Can you expand this? Do you have any formula? Binomial expansion formula we have, right? Everyone knows it. What is the binomial expansion formula? Suppose if I have the term 1 plus y to the power n, or 1 plus x to the power n, or a plus b to the power n, then how do I expand it? Using binomial formula. That will be nc0, that is 1, plus nc1, that is n, b raised to 1, यहाँ b raised to 0 है, plus n into n minus 1, that is nc2 upon 2 factorial y square, plus n into n minus 1 n minus 2 upon 3 factorial y cube, and so on. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is the binomial expansion formula we can use for this. So what the f of z will be then? Therefore f of z becomes 1 by a square into 1 plus, what is n there? N is minus 2. Minus 2 into y. What is y? Minus z by a, na? Y is minus z by a. Hello? Plus, what is the next term? N into n minus 1, that is minus 2 into minus 2 minus 1 upon 2 factorial y square, that is minus z by a ka square, that will be z square by a square, plus and so on. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So that is equals to 1 by a square into 1 plus 2 by a z प्लस होगा ना, क्योंकि ये -3 -2 प्लस 6 by 2 3 by a square z square plus and so on. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. तो 1 by a square से अंदर मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं तो 1 by a square प्लस क्या होगा 2 by a cube z plus 3 by a raised to 4 z square plus and so on. Can you guess the coefficient of z raised to plus k? The first one is coefficient of z raised to 0. So here, therefore, coefficient of z raised to plus k is equal to, बताओ कोई बता सकता है z raised to plus k का? आप देख सकते हो कि in numerator it goes on increasing like 1 2 3. At first position it is 1, or we can say at 0th position it is 1, right? At 1th position it is 2, at second position it is 3. So what will be at kth position? It will be, hello, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
At kth position, that will be k plus 1 term. K plus 1 upon, what is a raised to, a raised to क्या होगा at kth position? At 0th position it is 2, at first position it is 3. That means every time we are adding plus 2, right? Plus 2. 0 plus 2, 2. 1 plus 2, 3. 2 plus 3, 4. Sorry, 2 plus 2, 4. सो केथ पोजीशन पे क्या होगा? k प्लस 2 होगा ना? हेलो, अरे यार रिप्लाई तो करो.
Yes, sir.
होगा.
एंड k वेरीज फ्रॉम वेयर टू वेयर? k कहां से वेरी होगा? k विल वेरी फ्रॉम 0 टू इंफिनिटी. चेक कर लो, आ रहा है ना टर्म सब? फॉर k इक्वल टू 0 के लिए फर्स्ट टर्म आ रहा है. यस, 1 अपॉन ए स्क्वायर. फॉर k इक्वल टू 1 सेकेंड टर्म मिल रहा है ना? 2 अपॉन a क्यूब and so on. So this is the coefficient of z raised to plus k, but we want the coefficient of z raised to minus k. Therefore, coefficient of z raised to minus k is f of k, and that is equals to what? That will be minus k plus 1 upon a raised to minus k plus 2 for for minus k greater than or equal to 0 means for k less than or equal to 0. देख लो, यहां से आ रहा है आपको कोएफिशिएंट. k इक्वल टू 0 के लिए क्या होगा? 1 अपॉन ए स्क्वायर. k इक्वल टू माइनस 1 के लिए क्या होगा? माइनस ऑफ माइनस 1 विल बी 1. 1 प्लस 1 2 अपॉन 1 प्लस 2, दैट इज a क्यूब. तो मिल रहा है, राइट? सो दिस इज योर रिक्वायर्ड इनवर्स z ट्रांसफॉर्म. इज द पॉइंट क्लियर?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Very good. So this is what all about the power series method. Let us have a one more with brief discussion, and then in the next lecture we will start with the next method. Actually, I'm going to conclude this in the next lecture. So f of z, the next I think it is 3 na. F of z is given to be, suppose, 1 upon z minus half into z minus 1 by 3. For the ROC, 1 by 2 is less than mod discuss the previous examples. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, because we have discussed the previous example as a single term in the denominator. We have given here the two terms. So can I split these two terms? Can I split the two factors in the denominator? Do we have any method for that? For splitting the factors in the denominator? हम इन दोनों को स्प्लिट करके लिख सकते हैं क्या? यस और नो? अरे अगर नहीं बता तो आप नहीं बता सकते हो ना. वी डोंट नो. नो रिप्लाई का क्या मीनिंग है? हेलो, am I audible? I hope everyone knows the partial fraction. So with the help of partial fraction, we can separate these two factors. Okay. And by separating, I'll get the, because I know how do I use the partial fraction? That will be a upon z minus half plus b upon z minus 1/3. So I can find the values of a and b, and the factors will get separate out. So a is, I guess, 6 upon z minus 1/2, and b is minus 6. So minus 6 upon z minus 1/3. अभी कोई पूछना मत कि ये कैसे आया, कि मैंने ऑलरेडी 2-3 बार पूछा है आपको. ठीक है. सो दिस इज एफ ऑफ जेड. तो अभी मैं क्या करता हूं कि लेट अस कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन द गिवन आरओसी, रीजन ऑफ कन्वर्जेंस. तो हमें दिया क्या है कि 1/3 इज लेस देन मॉड जेड इज लेस देन 1/2. तो अगर मैं इनइक्वालिटी का लेफ्ट पार्ट अगर देखता हूं, देन व्हाट आई विल गेट फ्रॉम दिस, आई विल गेट इट टू बी mod z greater than 1/3. So what less than 1 from this? That will be 1/3z less than 1. Is this point clear? And from the right of the inequality, I can write mod z less than half. So what is less than 1 then? Mod of 2z, no? I'll have to multiply both sides by 2, no? So mod of 2z less than 1. ठीक है. तो मुझे क्या करना है, मुझे गिवन एफ ऑफ जेड को 1/3z एंड 2z में लिखना है. जहां जहां 1/3 होगा वहां वहां 1/3z होगा, एंड जहां जहां 1/2 होगा वहां 2z होगा. सो हाउ डू आई राइट? therefore एफ ऑफ जेड इज इक्वल टू, सी यहाँ 2 है तो मुझे यहाँ 2z चाहिए. सो व्हाट आई विल डू, क्या करना पड़ेगा मुझे बताओ? इफ आई क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई तो वहां से भी मुझे मिलेगा ना 12/2z minus 1. Am I right? 12/2z minus 1 माइनस यहां मुझे क्या चाहिए, 1/3z में चाहिए, तो मैं z कॉमन लूंगा. सो 6/z इंटू 1/1 minus 1/3z. Is this clear? हेलो.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके. तो मैं इसको भी, फर्स्ट टर्म को भी मैं ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ कि बाय टेकिंग माइनस साइन कॉमन फ्रॉम द डिनोमिनेटर आई कैन राइट इट एज अ -12 इंटू 1/1 minus 2z minus 6/z इंटू 1/1 minus 1/3z. अभी एक उसको एक्सपांड करते हैं. तो क्या होगा एक्सपांशन? देयरफॉर f of z is equals to -12 into, we all know the expansion, 1 plus 2z plus 2z का स्क्वायर that is 2 square z square plus 2z का क्यूब that is 2 cube z cube plus and so on minus 6/z into इसका क्या होगा 1 plus 1/3z plus 1/3z का स्क्वायर that is 1/3 square z square plus and so on, right? So that is equals to -12. -12 को मैं ऐसे ही रखता हूं 1 plus 2z plus 2 square z square plus and so on, and नीचे by multiplying -1/z inside or 1/z inside, what I'll get, -6 times 1/z को अगर मैं मल्टीप्लाई करता हूं तो 1/z plus 1/3z square plus 1/3 3 cube, sorry, 1 by 3 square z cube plus and so on. Am I right? तो अब बताओ कि हमने फर्स्ट में, मुझे तो फर्स्ट में कोई पावर्स ऑफ जेड पॉजिटिव मिल रहा है एंड सेकंड में पावर्स ऑफ जेड नेगेटिव मिल रहा है, तो मैं फर्स्ट के लिए क्या करूंगा, कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ जेड रेस टू के टू बी, देयरफॉर इक्वल टू, मैं ऐसे लिखता हूं, -12 इंटू कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ जेड रेस टू के, ऐसे ही लिखेंगे ना, इक्वल टू नहीं लिख सकते उसको हम, जस्ट मिनट, सेपरेट सेपरेट लिखता हूं मैं, यहां कंफ्यूज मत हो। फर्स्ट एक्सपांशन में, therefore in first expansion कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ z रेज टू k क्या होगा बताओ, z रेज टू k का कोएफिशिएंट क्या होगा इन द फर्स्ट एक्सपांशन, इट इज -12 इंटू, दिस इज कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ z रेज टू 0, राइट, z रेज टू 0 का कोएफिशिएंट 1 है, z रेज टू 1 का कोएफिशिएंट 2 है, z रेज टू 2 का कोएफिशिएंट 2 स्क्वायर है, मतलब यहां देखो, इसको मैं ऐसे लिख सकता हूं, 2 रेज टू 0 z रेज टू 0, 2 रेज टू 1 z रेज टू 1, 2 रेज टू 2 z रेज टू 2, तो z रेज टू k का क्या होगा बताओ, 2 रेज टू k ना, हेलो, and k varies from 0 to infinity. Hello, hello, mic check, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Coefficient of z raised to k is this. So what is coefficient of z raised to minus k there? Coefficient of z raised to minus k, z, this is z, huh? Z raised to minus k is -12, 2 raised to minus k for k less than or equal to 0. Very simple. And what is in the second part? In second part, this is in the first expansion and in second expansion. In second expansion, all the powers of z are negative. So directly I can write coefficient of z raised to minus k, that is equals to, yes, -6 times z raised to 1 का कोएफिशिएंट है 1, z raised to 1 मतलब 1 by 3 raised to 0, right, z raised to 2 का कोएफिशिएंट है 1 by 3 raised to 1, 1 by z क्यूब का कोएफिशिएंट है 1 by 3 स्क्वायर, तो z raised to minus k का क्या होगा बताओ, 1 by 3 raised to k minus 1। आप लोग बताते नहीं यार, बोलते भी नहीं कुछ। Where k varies from 0 ना, 0 to infinity होगा ना, k इक्वल टू 0 के लिए माइनस नहीं, कुछ तो गलत कर रहा हूं मैं, k विल वेरी फ्रॉम 1 टू infinity ना, यस और नो, k इक्वल टू 1 के लिए 3 रेज टू 0 आ रहा है, राइट, k इक्वल टू 2 के लिए, yes, it is correct now. So how do I write combinedly? Therefore, what is my f of k? F of k equals to, f of k equals to combinedly कैसे लिख सकता हूँ इसको, combinedly मैं इसको ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ कि it is -12 2 raised to -k -6 1/3 ये जो पहला पार्ट है इसमें k मस्ट बी लेस देन और इक्वल टू 0 एंड इन सेकेंड k मस्ट बी ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू 1, ऐसे लिख सकते हैं. इज दिस क्लियर? हेलो, इज दिस क्लियर नाउ? Yes or no? अरे
Yes, sir.
Yes.
थैंक गॉड कोई तो है. चलो मैं एक प्रॉब्लम आपको होमवर्क के लिए देता हूँ एंड यू हैव टू सॉल्व एंड सबमिट टुडे ओनली. Write down. F of z is 1/z minus 3 into z minus 2. For ROC 2 is less than mod z is less than 3. कर सकते हो ना आप लोग? Can you solve this? Hello?
Yes, sir. We'll try.
So try this and submit as a homework today only. Let us have a attendance. Number 1,
Present, sir.
number 2,
Present, sir.
3, number 3,
Present, sir.
4,
Present, sir.
5,
Present, sir.
6, number 6, 7,
Present, sir.
8,
Present, sir.
9,
Present, sir.
10, number 10, 11, 12,
Present, sir.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Present, sir.
21, 22, 23, 24,
Present, sir.
25,
Present.
26,
Present, sir.
27,
Present, sir.
28,
Present, sir.
29,
Present, sir.
30,
Present, sir.
31,
Present, sir.
31. Mandar. Hello, 31.
Present, present.
32,
Present, sir.
32. Abhijit present. 33, 34,
Present, sir.
35,
sir.
36,
Present, sir.
37,
Present, sir.
38,
Present, sir.
9,
Present, sir.
40,
Present, sir.
41,
Present, sir.
42,
Present, sir.
43, 44,
Present, sir.
45,
Present, sir.
46, 47, 48,
Present, sir.
49,
Present, sir.
50,
Present, sir.
51,
Present, sir.
52, 53, 54,
Source is presently written in chat box.
झालं 54 present, 54 present, 55,
Present, sir.
56,
Present, sir.
57,
Present, sir.
58, 57 present, 58, 9.
Present, sir.
हॅलो
हा
सर 15 प्रेझेंट आहे 15 ऍक्च्युली माझं नेटवर्क हे झालं ते माईक म्यूट होत नव्हता म्हणून
Sir, 47 present.